Good morning. For BBB Channel 4, this is Prime
Moss-Growing Locations.
I am Cooper Barklay.
And I am S.L. Phillips. Today we're at Taberkirk Fields, home of some of the finest and dampest natural locations around.
Yes, Taberkirk, that treasure house of botanic specimens which thrive on the moist, cool air, was landscaped by order of the Commonwealth in accordance with 19th century architectural and arboreal principles.
Today, Barklay and myself will once again be your humble guides to the finest bryophytic specimens on view here.
But no romp is proper without first a rousing bout of calisthenics to sharpen the mind and warm the blood. Shall we?
Let's.
Here, alongside the oldest concrete architecture in the fields, is a little acknowledged Pictish wall. Built with greater precision even than the Incas could muster, this wall is home to some of the most robust moss colonies in all of Taberkirk. Mysteriously, the ancient graffiti on its surface resist the growth of the green carpet, causing impenetrable glyphs to stand out in high relief. Here, for example, is what appears to be a Viking sun sigil.
Can trees and moss coexist? Man has asked himself this same question innumerable times, with no clear answer forthcoming. As we can see here, the moss has completely taken over the tree's limbs, so much so that growth has ground to a dead halt. No doubt, she's reconsidering her plan of attack. Here's a prime specimen. When evaluating a patch of moss, I first like to test for buoyancy. We must look beyond its visual allure, the colors and tone, and check for springiness and elasticity. That will tell us how old the moss is, as well as how healthy it is. This specimen is quite springy. You see, it rebounds to my touch. They all stand right back up. Next, we should get a taste for the flavor. It can tell you quite a lot about what kind of an environment the moss has grown in. Is it wet? Is it dry? Is it stinky? This is a bitter moss. A bitter moss. Most likely due to the cold gusts that blow in from across the surface of the water.
Here along the border of Taborkirk Fields is this site, which was once the location of ancient fertility rituals and is now a disused parking lot. This is the home of a simply resplendent instance of moss growth pattern. As we can see, the moss has completely covered the surface of the pavement, semi-porous as it is, and its proliferation is only limited by the horizontal dimension. Most mosses must grow away from direct sunlight to discourage water loss by evaporation. But this particular variety, being an especially hardy one, has turned its complete domination of the pavement and a constant dose of sunlight to its overwhelming advantage. The water has nowhere to go. The moss is everywhere.
Good morning, and a foggy cup of tea to you. I'm S.L. Phillips.
And I'm Cooper Barklay with
Prime moss-growing locations.
The shipping forecast is next.